This video takes two looks at Pomeroy Street on different days and taking different routes just to see how you can avoid using it if you can. What we're doing on the first day is we're going to ride down Pomeroy, and you can see when you take off from the lights there, me and the other cyclists were sitting in the right hand lane and we're sitting right over the induction loops, because if you don't, your bike doesn't get detected and you don't get a signal. Coming down here, the road surface is just really rubbish. You can see it's been chopped up several times. There's various cracks down the road. You've got to be careful you don't ride in them. And this mum with two kids comes out of the side street. And over on the right hand side, you can see one of her kids didn't make it across and is on the footpath. And she's really worried about how she's going to get her kid across the road now, because there's traffic coming in both directions. And so she pulls over to try and shepherd him across. And we've got the cars not moving too fast behind us. Now, this is what I do. Normally I shoot down the canal here and go into the park, Olympic Park, and I just find this much more pleasant and safer. And yeah, it's a lot longer, but what the hell, beats riding along Pomeroy Street. So here's another day, and yeah, that driver decided they would get in the left-hand lane and zip down that side. But again, you can see the atrocious road surface, and it's really not a pleasant place to ride. It's kind of mountain bike territory coming down here. The road just deteriorates quite badly as we get to this bridge. You really need a dual suspension mountain bike to avoid having your seat rammed up your fundamental as you come across here, and it's not good. Now, this is where it gets really bad. You've always got cars parked along the side here. Sometimes they're nose to tail, and sometimes there's gaps like this, but the road is not wide enough for you to ride up here and have drivers safely overtake you with vehicles coming the other way. And it's just a terrible place to get close passes, and I absolutely can't stand it. And it's even worse as you come up this hill here, because it is a reasonable slope, and unless you're on an e-bike, you really do slow down. Now, I'm turning into George Street here and going down to the Bakehouse Quarter, and for some reason the Bakehouse Quarter and George Street does not appear on the cycle plan, although you'd think it would be a fairly obvious place as a destination, given it's a shopping district with activities for kids and, you know, all sorts of shops and restaurants and cafes and all the rest of it. And you can see how well it's set up for cycling. Yeah, I'm not going to go through there, through the boom gates. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going around here. Absolutely none at all. Cycling just doesn't seem to have been considered here at all. And I'm wondering, where am I going to park the bike? I don't know if there's any bike parking here at all. I know I'll just go to Aldi. And because I know there's a rack here thing where they lock up the trolleys, and hopefully I can lock the bike up against that. And sure enough, yes I can. And there's the bike locked up between the Maureen meat processor and Aldi. And here's the results of the shopping. About 4 kilos of meat for the dogs, and some impulse shopping in Aldi, and what I really wanted, which was those coffee pods. And I just wanted to showcase this, that my bike, I've just got some fold down panniers on the back, and I can put, I don't know, 8 to 10 kilos worth of shopping in it if I really need to. And just do little bits of incremental shopping like this. I mean, obviously you're not going to go off and do the week's shop for a family of 5 on the back of the bike, but if you just want a few bits and pieces from a specialty shop, then this is a pretty good way of doing things. Anyway, back to the main point. Pomeroy Street, terrible route, just awful. And George Street down to the Bakehouse Quarter really needs to be on the bike plan as a route, because there's a good destination at the end there.